Graffiti is an issue that more and more areas are forced to deal with. But when is it graffiti and when is it art? On tonight's Friday Focus, photojournalist Eric Kay and 9 News reporter Nelson Garcia bring us the story of a man who just might be blurring that line while making a statement on a Longmont wall.
Nothing lasts forever. Not the sanctity of these walls.
The different gangs, they mark their territories and stuff.
Not even in Longmont. An all-America town now dealing with an all-American problem.
It's really bad in places.
You don't need to look far off Main Street to see it.
I don't know anybody else that could actually do anything like this freehand.
But if you look a little farther,
I think it's amazing.
You'll see something different.
God, and he captures the essence of the person.
It's just another canvas to me.
Gama Acosta is painting a mural on his uncle's abandoned building.
I was going to school for about 3 years at the Art Institute in Denver, and I had to quit, and I moved back here, and there's not really much to do in Longmont.
Because nothing lasts forever, Acosta created a tribute to dead rappers, rockers, and music legends.
Because that one was probably the hardest one.
He catches linen as linen.
The eyes, and that's a very good drawing.
And today, Acosta's latest edition.
I love the Broncos.
Memorials to fallen Denver Broncos, Darren Williams and Damian Nash.
A lot of kids these days are writing terrible stuff on fences and walls, and this young man's doing positive things.
I was seeing all that stuff in the local newspaper about graffiti and stuff, and I wanted to paint something, and I wanted to do something that's never been seen in Longmont before.
Something drawing people. Something people feel compelled to photograph.
Between 100 and 200 people a day.
Something that's raising an interesting question at the busy intersection of 3rd and Lashley.
Does a lot of people see it as graffiti?
You know, it's hard to define what graffiti is, especially now.
I'd call it art.
It could be considered graffiti because it's in public view on a wall. That's one definition of graffiti.
I don't know, graffiti defaces things as far as I'm concerned. This is great art.
I could draw with anything, dude.
Painted on an uneven surface, yet still able to bring the dead back to life.
You know, I thought when I first seen it that it was airbrushed.
It's amazing that this was done with a spray can.
Before this, I've never worked with spray paint before.
That's kind of hard to believe.
Especially when you look at the shine in their eyes and the details in their hair.
It's like John Lennon said one time. It's like, I'm an artist. You give me a tube or a potato, and I'll make something out of it.
Something that after all this time, Acosta plans to paint over in 2 months.
Oh, he is?
No, I like that it's going to get covered eventually.
Oh, that's too bad.
That's the nature of this type of artwork. It's not permanent. So I tell people to enjoy it while it lasts.
Because nothing lasts forever.
Thanks for bringing it to the community.
Nelson Garcia.
Done. Finished.
9 News.
A little explanation here. Acosta says that it's part of the deal with his uncle to repaint that building so he can reopen it as a new business. However, he promises that the pictures of the Broncos will be up all football season. And he's trying to convince his uncle to let him paint pictures of all the major presidential candidates next year when Denver hosts the Democratic National Convention.